Ngayon naman makakausap po natin ang pinuno ng CDRRMO ng San Carlos City, Negros Occidental tungkol nga po sa kalagayan ng mga residente pagkatapos ng tinatawag na explosive eruption ng Mount Canlaon kahapon. Magandang umaga po kay Sir Joe Alingasa Jr. Good morning po. Sir Joe?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Pero parang may ako lang ba or para siyang choppy? No? Well,
Maybe parang choppy, ma'am.
oo nga
Uh,
eh. Ano ba?
I'll just switch off my camera. Is it okay?
Yes,
Yes, yes, oo. Kahit
Okay.
off
How
ka
about-
lang. Okay.
Okay, po.
Okay.
Good morning po.
Good morning, sir. Well, siguro po bigyan niyo muna kami ng kasalukuyang assessment ng CDRRMO po dyan sa San Carlos City kaugnay nga po dito sa eruption ng Canlaon kahapon.
Okay, yesterday's eruption, ma'am, yung pagputok ni Mount Canlaon, it was a moderate unrest lang naman according to FIVOX. And we immediately sent our teams to our barangay, which is at the foot slopes po ng Mount Canlaon. And we noticed naman yung wind direction is ang yung plume po, yung abo po is heading towards the south west direction. So hindi kami masyadong affected, although yung pagyanig na minor at saka yung pagputok po ay naramdaman talaga ng barangay Kudkud of San Carlos City. So today, suspended po yung classes ng 6 na paaralan po ng area ng San Carlos, which is part of the Mount Canlaon po.
Opo. And mayroon ho bang ashfall? Kailangan ho bang mag-face mask?
We advise the public, especially those near o malapit po sa bulkan, kasi minsan po may mga sulfur stench po. Ito pong para pong ano siya, rotten egg na smell sometimes. They could experience it because yung volcanic eruption, alam naman natin na aside from the abo, there is a possibility na may gas emission po siya. So we advise all those within the areas of Barangay Kudkud and Barangay Quezon. Actually, there are 2 barangays po na part po ng aming minomonitor na nasa moderate risk po pag pumutok ang bulkan. But yesterday, yung ashfall, as reported and confirmed by our colleagues po ng mga LGUs surrounding Mount Canlaon, ay nasa area po ng La Castillana and Bago. So in San Carlos po, wala kaming reported na ashfall kasi wala naman pong residents within the permanent danger zone sa part ng San Carlos City.
Okay. Sir, good morning. Mix Busos po ito. Ano po yung mga immediate steps po na natulungan po natin ang ating mga residente?
Yes, sir. Sir Migs, primarily po yung kailangan natin is yung tawag nating risk information and crisis communication. Yung warning system yung kailangan po natin. But knowing po itong si Mount Canlaon for how many years already na we've been monitoring since 2024 nung unang major eruption niya, ngayon po nagpapakita po siya ng another level of unrest. So alam na po ng ating barangay yung kanilang preparedness in terms of Mount Canlaon eruption. So yung ginawa po natin is immediate distribution po na naman ng mga face mask for the residents nearby. And then yung pag-ready po ng ating team in case of kailangan talaga ng preemptive or forced evacuation. Sa ngayon, wala pa namang advice for any evacuation order because they are still monitoring. Although, since 12 a.m. kaninang umaga hanggang ngayon, recorded na po there are 45 volcano seismic activity na monitor po si FIVOC. So there is now an escalating unrest po of Mount Canlaon. Then yesterday, we sent another set of mga face mask, and then yung pinaka dapat i-ready namin, sir, aside from the evacuation center is yung drinking water talaga. Kasi most of the spring sources nitong nasa Barangay Kudkod and Barangay Quezon are coming nearby po dyan mismo sa Mount Canlaon volcano.
Sir, may direct effect na po ba tayong ina-anticipate at least sa mga agricultural crops, sa mga tanim, especially for the farmers?
Yes, sir. There were pictures already sent to the command center. Nakikita po natin, but those are the areas po within the 6 kilometer permanent danger zone kasi meron ding mga vegetation dyan. May mga ash na po na na-notice. And there are some traces din ng mga ash downslope. So we advise our farmers na wag munang i-harvest ito. Baka alam natin kasi yung effect nitong ash pag na-ingest po sa humans ay hindi po good. Something, ang
Toxic.
effect niyan is according to them, it becomes acidic po yung pananim nila. So meron na pong nakikita, sir. Yes, and our team is now conducting po the rapid damage assessment and needs analysis to check the extent of damage nitong kasalukuyan pong pag-aalburuto ni Mount Canlaon.
So, ang sinasabi niyo, Sir Joe, na parang meron pa rin hanggang ngayon talaga no, na nakatira dyan sa permanent danger zones.
Sa San Carlos po na part, because yung radius po ng PDZ, it has 4-kilometer radius po na permanent danger zone. Extended yan up to 6-kilometer radius. In San Carlos kasi yung ginawa namin hanggang 8-kilometer radius, dapat wala pong nakatira na mga residente. But alam natin na even those ang dyan sa 8-kilometer radius po ng PDZ, meron pa rin nagfa-farm sa itaas po na area, sa medyo malapit doon sa 6-kilometer permanent danger zone. So they are not allowed to reside, but they are allowed to plant po yung mga vegetation, yung mga crops nila dyan sa may area na yan, ma'am.
O nga, kasi nga mataba nga raw yung lupa. At,
Very fertile po.
yeah. O kaso nga lang, parte siya ng permanent danger zone. So, meron pa rin pong nakatira doon sa within the 6-kilometer danger zone.
As far as San Carlos City is concerned, wala po sa amin, ma'am. Walang nakatira sa 6-kilometer permanent danger zone. Only sa around 8 na po. Kasi yung bawal talaga, no build zone dapat yan, ma'am eh. Like yung 4 to 6-kilometer permanent danger zone, that's a no build zone. So dapat walang nakatira. Meron lang nagsasaka doon sa mga areas na yun.
Nagsasaka. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So at least sana, no, syempre wala tayo doon. Hindi rin natin alam yung ibang mga surrounding areas po kasi malaki po yan eh. Kasi sabi
Yes
nga,
po. Being shared
Oo.
by Canlaon City, San Carlos, Canlaon City, La Castellana, Bagon, Murcia. So these are the towns and cities surrounding po nitong base ni Mount Canlaon. So hindi po San Carlos lang, hindi po Canlaon City. I think may malaking part na I think adversely affected if ever na pumutok itong Mount Canlaon is La Castellana and Bago City.
Opo.
So kami naman nasa northeastern side kami, ma'am, ng Negros Island.
Opo. Sir Joe, what's it going to be like? Sabi niyo po kasi patuloy na may unrest. Next 24 to 48 hours, ano na po ang kumbaga steps in play para po sa mga residente natin dyan?
Okay, ang naka-ready po sa atin is yung evacuation team po natin, sir. The first thing that we're going to do is to relay po to the public kung ano yung kailangan nila in terms of preparedness, because sana sa ngayon po dapat resilience should start at home. Every family should know how to prepare kasi alam natin na itong Bulkang Canlaon is until now is one of the most active volcanoes in the Philippines. So we just remind them in coordination with the barangays. The barangays are also activated and they are capacitated also. Firstly, sila po yung first responders natin. And then yung city naman, to the Emergency Operations Center, pag there are 2 barangays already affected, we are also facilitating all other concerns nila. So ngayon, sir, we have to monitor closely and we have to heed on kung ano man ang advisory ni FIVOX. Alam natin na marami pa social media na mga influencers na nagbibigay ng kanilang advisory, but the most reliable source for us, sir, is still the DOST FIVOX po.
yan. Of course, nako, maraming salamat Sir Joe Alingasa Jr. Mag-ingat po kayo dyan at patuloy po naming babantayan ang sitwasyon nyo dyan sa malapit sa Canlaon. Yan po ang ating CDRRMO Head, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Ingat po kayo, sir.